Hello students of class 7. So we are studying chapter number 1, that is multiplication and division of integers. In this chapter we have studied about multiplication of integers, and in division of integers in the last class we have learned about divisor, dividend and the quotient, right? So we have learned that if dividend and divisor are of same sign, what is the quotient? The quotient is positive. Yes or no? Okay. And we have learned that if dividend and divisor are of different sign, then the quotient is what? Quotient is negative. Okay. If same sign, positive, different sign, negative. Okay. So today students will learn about the properties of division, which is very similar to the properties of multiplication. Number 1 is what? Closure property. Now students, if you remember about closure property, we have studied in multiplication that if a and b are integers, then a into b is also equal to an integer, right? It's also an integer. But this doesn't holds good. This doesn't holds good in case of division, right? In case of division, it is not true. That means if minus here given what example they have given minus 3 divided by minus 4. So minus 3 divided by minus 4 will give you answer minus 3 by 4. So minus 3 by 4 is a fraction, right? Not an integer. So we can say that closure property doesn't hold good for division. Sometimes it can be an integer. Suppose if you take 4 and 2, suppose if you take 2 divided by, I beg your pardon, if we take 4 divided by 2, what will they get the answer? The answer is 2, which is an integer. But this is not same in every case. If we take 2 divided by 4, the answer will be what? The answer will be 1 by 2, right? Half. So which cannot be an integer, it is also a fraction. How 1 by 2 I got? 2 by 4. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4 is equal to half. This is how I have got half. Okay. So closure property doesn't hold good for integers. For division, although if a and b are two integers, a divided by b is not always an integer. Keep this in mind, not always. It can be an integer, but it is not that it is always an integer. In case of multiplication, it is always an integer. Okay. Now next two number is commutative and associative properties. As in case of whole numbers, these properties do not hold good in division of integers. Okay. That means what they have said that what is commutative law? What is commutative law? Commutative law in case of multiplication was if a and b are two integers, then a into b is equal to b into a. But this doesn't hold good in case of division. Suppose example we take, suppose 4 and 3. Okay. Suppose 4 divided by 3 can it be equal to 3 divided by 4? No, right? It is not equal to 3 divided by 4. Suppose if we take two numbers, one is 5 and one is 7. The 5 into 7 is equal to 7 into 5. But 5 divided by 7 is not equal to 7 divided by 5. Right? This is true fact. So commutative law doesn't hold good in case of division of integers. Okay? It doesn't hold good in case of division of integers. Also, there was one associative property, right? Where we said that a into b into c is equal to b into a into c. It was there, right? It was there. Or a, like let me give an example. What was the example? That a into b into c is equal to what? A into b into c. Like this we can write. Like this we can write in case of multiplication. But these students doesn't hold good in the case of division. We can't write a divided by b divided by c is not equal to a divided by b divided by c. Let me take an example for this. If a is equal to 2, B is equal to 4 and C is equal to 6. Therefore, what we will get? 2 divided by 4 divided by 6. What is the answer? 2 divided by what is 4 by 6? 4 by 6 is equal to 4 by 6 is equal to what? 2 divided by 2 by 3 is equal to 2 into 3 by 2. The answer is what? The answer is here 3. But if we take the otherwise like this, if we take A is what? 2 divided by what? 2 divided by B is what? B is 4. 2 divided by 4 divided by 6 is equal to what we get? Is equal to 2 divided by is equal to half divided by 6. Half divided by 6 is equal to 2 into 6 is equal to 12. So students, we have seen the answer is different. In this case we have got 12. In this case we have got the answer is 3. Right? So like this, both commutative and associative law doesn't works good in the case of division. Right? In the case of division, commutative law and associative law doesn't holds good. Number 3 is identity property. If A is an integer, A divided by A divided by 1 is equal to A. Okay? If A is an integer, then A divided by 1 is always equal to A. If A is equal to minus 5 divided by 1, minus 5 divided by 1 is also equal to minus 5. 4 divided by 1 is equal to what? 4 only. Right? So this is what is identity property. If you divide any integer by 1, then what you will get? You will get the same integer only. It will not change. Zero property is what? For any non-zero integer, a 0 divided by A is equal to 0. 0 divided by any number A which is an integer, the answer is 0. But A has to be a non-zero integer, because suppose if any number 4 divided by 0, it can never be a number. 4 divided by 0 is not a number. This number is known as what? This number is known as infinity. You learn it about in senior classes. But just remember that the denominator, this is what numerator, this is what denominator, can never be 0. Denominator can never be 0. If numerator is 0 divided by any denominator, the answer is what? The answer is equal to 0. That is what it is saying. 0 divided by any integer give the answer as 0. Next is what? Division by integer, by the integer itself or its additive inverse. Okay. If A is a non-zero integer, A divided by A is equal to 1, or A divided by minus A is equal to minus 1. If A is an integer, A divided by A, what answer will give? Will give 1. A divided by additive inverse is what? Minus A. This is known as additive inverse. If you put minus to any number, that is the additive inverse of that number. A divided by minus is equal to what? We will get minus 1. A divided by A is equal to 1. A divided by minus A is equal to minus 1. Okay. Now last is what? Division by minus 1. So if you divide any integer A by minus 1, what answer will get? We will get the additive inverse. We will get the additive. If we divide any number by minus 1, we will get what? The additive inverse, that is minus A. Minus B divided by 1 is equal to what? B. So we get the additive inverse. Whatever sign is there, the sign will change if we divide any number by minus 1. Okay? Okay, students. Now let's try to solve some problems here. Let's first do question number 1. Find the quotients, right? I will do question number 3. What they have given? Minus 16 divided by minus 4 Now what, students? We know that we know what? We know that 16 divided by 4 is equal to what? Like this you solve. We know that 16 divided by 4 is equal to what? 4. 4 for the 16. Okay. Therefore, minus 16 divided by minus 4 is equal to what? 4. Why? Reason here, right? Same sign. Now what? The dividend and the divisor. It means the dividend and the divisor are of the same sign, minus sign. That is why minus 16 divided by minus 4 is equal to 4. Because they have the same sign. Like this you should do it. Okay. Now I will solve one more question for you. I will solve question number. Which one do you want me to solve? I will solve question number 11. Okay. I will solve question number 11 for you. Where is question number 11? Question number 11 is minus 147 divided by minus 21. Okay. So, same right, we know that, students, if this multiplication is division is very difficult for you, you can draw a line and do the division here in the side. Okay, in the rough word, whichever page you are doing, what you can do is you can draw a line here like this. You draw a line and there you do like 147 into 21. I think the answer will be what? 7. Yes, we know that 147 divided by 21 is equal to what? 7, right? Because 7 on the 7, 7 to the 14, 147, right? Now, therefore, what we will write? 1 minus 147 divided by minus 21 is equal to what? 7. Why? Same sign, right? Same sign. Okay, students, I will solve one more question for you. Which question I should solve? I will solve question number 9. Okay, I will solve question number 9 for you. Question number 9 I am solving for you. What is question number 9? 245 divided by what? Minus 5. Okay, we know that 245 divided by 5 is equal to what? 5 4 the 20, 5 9 the 45. I think it is 49, right? Let me divide and see. 245 5 5 4 the 20, 45. Yes, it is 49. You can do this divide in the rough. Okay, is equal to what? 49. Therefore, 245 divided by minus 5 is equal to what? Minus 49. Why? Different sign. Different sign. Here, the quotient, the dividend and the divisor are of what? Different sign. And that is why the quotient is negative. Okay, students, I hope you have understood this. Now let's move to. Okay, students, that is it for today. Question number 2 I will solve you in the next class. You do one thing. I have done question number which one? 3, 9 and 11 I have done, right? I have done question number 3, question number 9 and question number 11. Rest 1, 5, 7, 9, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and 11. These are your homeworks. Okay, these are your homeworks. So do the homework and send it to my number as soon as possible. That is it for today. In the next class we will do number 2, that is following division sums, and do the following division sums and check the answer by multiplying the divisor and quotient. We will do that in the next class. Till then, students, goodbye. Thank you very much for watching the class. See you in the next class.